devotees come to this temple, they are invited to participate in the puja in almost every possible way, and there is no hesitation based on gender, caste, or creed. And if that isn't enough, the devotees are encouraged to come inside the temple and interact with the deities by touching their feet. And this isn't available at any other temple, so I feel that's what makes this temple unique, and that's why I come to this temple, because I appreciate the fact that we have such an openness and we allow everybody to participate.
This temple, following the lineage of my Guru, is accessible to both men and women. And all who come here are permitted to do Abhishekam with their own hands. And that is a unique feature which you will not find, I dare say, in any Hindu temple in any part of the world. In this temple, if a lady knows the mantras and she has been trained in the puja, she is allowed to do puja and she will lead the pujas. Therefore, I think this temple is unique.
Once you come into this temple, the human values, the scriptures, the philosophy, the mantras and the reasons for the mantras and why we have to do lots of whys and hows and ways, you get the answers. Once you understand what that means, you can certainly pass it on to your generations, and we need to save Sanatana Dharma.
I have been going to his temple for nearly 38 years now. This is the only temple that is a teaching temple. In the sense it combines teaching as well as our old Vedic rituals. And young children, especially growing in this country, should be exposed to our glorious culture.
So I live in a part of the world in Rochester, New York, where I don't get much exposure to my culture. So every time I come to this temple, there's so much more that I learn about Sanatana Dharma, and there's so much exposure I get to it. So coming to this temple is my way of experiencing something that I'm not able to experience.
There are other temples in the US, really elaborate temples, but I don't think it's dedicated to actually preserving the traditions, whereas this temple actually has so many youth volunteering on every festival. It actually reaches out to the public and educates them. So if there was a Granite temple to be built, I think this is the place to do it.
Within the last 20 years that we have been here, although the temple has been extended to accommodate more people, the very first day when we opened the new facilities, we found that we had run out of space. And we need to locate the Devi in a more permanent abode. We decided that a typical Dravidian temple constructed out of granite would be the ideal location for the Devi, and we have decided that we should build it like that.
I think this is a once-a-lifetime project. I don't know whether you hear this from my ear, that when you built a temple, especially the Granite temple, that energy in the temple will be there lasting for thousands of years.
This place definitely need to grow, and people are more dedicated. They are coming from all over the world, and they do need a place here for the worship.
There are going to be at least 28 exquisitely carved pillars, each pillar to be at least 15 feet tall, and each of these pillars will tell a different story. The rajagopuram will be 51 feet tall, and it will be called a 5-stage gopuram. That means there will be 5 levels. When you look at it from a distance, there will be 5 openings. This will be the main temple tower. There will also be 3 subsidiary gopurams in the north, east and west.
It's important to learn about the traditions because the Vedanta and the whole Sanatana Dharma philosophies exist for centuries. And up to this point, a lot of people forget that there probably was some reason to every single minute detail that goes into it.
It is for us. We need to save our scriptures. We need to save our spirituality. We need to follow the Sanatana Dharma. So definitely Rajagopuram temple, it's really, really important.
There is a 3 simple options to contribute for the Granite temple. 1, you can come and pay it at the bookstore. 2, you can do the monthly payment method. And the third one is to sponsor one of the mandapams or one of the sannidhis.
There's no small contribution and a big contribution. Everybody should contribute to the best of their financial ability and make this a reality in our lifetime, you know.
So there is an ardent following of Mahaperiyava, a Kanchi Pitadipati at a time, and he once stated that one of the best things you can do in your life is to help aid in building a temple, and to think about the dozens of lattes or t-shirts or jeans or shopping that we do, but you can't spare enough to like maybe build one brick in a temple, and that's all you should really be able to do. So that's what we're asking for when we speak about the Rajagopuram project. Nobody can build a temple on their own, but collectively it can get to that point much faster if everyone's willing to contribute. So my request is to do what you can.